Dealfind, Gary from Dealfind, founder and president.
Co-founder.
Co-founder.
Yes, I have a...
And he's got a partner who refuses to go on camera. But anyway, this is one of our main, he's our title sponsor. So thank you for that, first of all. And how are you enjoying the event?
It's great. You know, the event's fantastic. And I really got to say thanks to you. I'm super impressed with everything you've done here.
No, but thanks to you. Well, you guys make it possible.
And I know you're interviewing me, but I'd like to say, like, you know, I've obviously we've known each other now for quite a little bit of time, and you've been to Toronto, and we had some fun in Toronto. But you know, I just want to say that just looking how you've progressed, and with the way you've been tracking, like in terms of your stats, and this show being the first show of its kind, you know, for our industry, you're really doing a lot for the industry.
We really appreciate it,
and we're happy to be a part of it. So good job to you.
A lot of people with a lot of hard work. But back to you.
Yes.
You guys obviously, we've written about you guys a lot. You know, one of the leaders in Canada, and you recently entered the U.S. space. So just a couple, you know, a minute on how that's going. What cities are you in? What cities do you plan on being in?
Well, I mean, we entered the U.S. space. We started our company back in. We started developing our application in January of 2010. In May of 2010, we launched, and I mean, we went right across Canada. We started in Toronto, and then just kind of branched out from there geographically. The U.S. we started January of 2011. So you know, we started with the U.S. markets, being, you know, the top ones. We started with Chicago. We decided to go, you know, right for the heart of it, where it all started.
Yeah, I remember looking at your list. It was, you know, you guys didn't do the whole approach I see other people doing, where they pick like an Austin or, you know, a smaller city. You went after the big cities.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty aggressive, and we've always been that way in any of the, you know, any of the businesses that we've had. But we went after Chicago and New York. Those are the first two cities that we launched, and now we're launching between, you know, Canada and the U.S. about anywhere from 6 to 8 cities a month. In Canada, just, you know, going back to what you were saying about the U.S. In Canada, we've covered everything except Quebec City, which is very hardcore French speaking. So we're still working on the, you know, converting to having a French version of the site for the Canadian public. But in Canada, we're I think in about 23 or 24 cities. So we're really well covered in Canada. And now, you know, we've gone to, you know, to all the markets. Now we're just going deeper into the markets, and we're developing that. But in the U.S., we're in about 20 cities, and you know, we're just adding more and more cities to the roster. So and
so far, I mean, it's been okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anything drastically different or hiccups that you've seen that are different?
It's a lot more competitive, and it's, you know, in Canada, I guess we have the kind of home field advantage, and the fact that we're really more aware of the culture. I know, for example, that Living Social came to Canada, and I don't think they're really hitting the numbers that they were expecting to. So it's not that easy to go from you know, the U.S. to Canada, but going from Canada to the U.S., yeah, it's certainly tougher than our home market, but we're doing it, and all of our markets are growing, and we're experiencing fantastic growth in our U.S. revenues month over month.
You recently raised $31 million earlier this year.
That's right.
Were you just putting that all on Google AdWords or something, or how does that work?
No, I'm just writing a check to Boyan Josic.
There you go. Right.
That's why I have this interview. No, we're using the money for a number of different things. I mean, certainly media acquisition is one of them. You know, I wouldn't say no. It's not all Google AdWords. Sure. Obviously, there's a spectrum of different outlets that we're using. A lot of it is building a good team. It's you know, it's the C-level staff. It's really getting the talent on board. Like our CMO was the previous CEO of Lava Life, which is another kind of, you know, subscription-based service. Marina. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Marina's great.
Yes.
Very helpful.
Boyan's been on the phone with her several times, and
absolutely,
she loves Boyan. She can't stop talking about him in the office.
One of the few, but
yes.
So back to
so the talent.
The talent, expanding to all these cities when you have to source deals and do all these things. I mean, it's pretty intensive. It's a lot of work.
So I mean, and you know, the other part of the money goes to continuing to grow our staff, our sales team, which is, I mean, they're fantastic, both the inside and the outside teams. You know, making sure that they're doing a good job, really investing into procedures, you know, and systems. Systems are really important.
One of the most important questions. So who's the brains of the operation, you or Michael?
You know what, Mike and I, it's a good question. Well, I'd say both of us. We've got, Mike and I,
There was some interesting ribbing last night, you know, after some alcohol was served.
Well, you know what? Mike and I, we've known each other since we were 16, so for many years. So we've known each other for quite a long time, and we've been in business together since 1999.
Menu Pals.
With Menu Pals, which is a company we started back in '99. And you know what? Between Mike and I, he's got his strengths, I've got mine, and kind of between the two of us, we joke around and we say we're like one really good business person. But no, the truth is, I mean, yeah, we both run it, and we both have our responsibilities. And you know, and I got to say, I couldn't do it without him. He's amazing to work with. He's a little camera shy, but he's a
really good guy, and we're gonna do some paparazzi on him. But on a personal level, this guy's a buddy of mine, and he is happily engaged now.
I am, yes.
So
yes, and we're not gonna talk about
celebrating. He's not stalking them anymore.
This is true.
We'll cut that, maybe.
Yeah, whatever.
But well, good.
And we still have to do some shots on stage. We talked about that.
We had a really cool speaking idea where we do it kind of old school, since you know he's from the old country.
Yes, from the
Ukraine, and we were just going to go up and do this interview up there and just kind of put a vodka bottle down and start drinking a little bit.
We're still playing with the idea whether it's, you know, how the industry will look at it, especially my investors.
Your investors were a problem, right?
They're not a problem. I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I know you can do it.
Well, good, man.
Thanks a lot, Boyan.
A lot. This guy's been great. Title sponsor, really cool company, and really helpful.
And we're always going to be a supporter of Daily Deal Media. We're really happy with you guys.